السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته أعزائي طلبة بريب 2. قبل ما نتكلم على دروس الترم التاني عندك السنة دي، هنتكلم بس على مجموعة دروس احنا خدناها قبل كده. lessons we have learned performing the four arithmetic operations. It means addition, subtraction, multiplication and division on the natural number in grade 5, the integers in grade 6, the rational number in prep 1 and the real number in the first term in prep 2, and the properties of each operation in each set, in the natural number, in the integers, in the rational and in the real numbers, which are closure, commutative, associative, neutral, which is identity, inverse, and finally the distribution. And the last property is the most important one of them. Unit 1, lesson 1. Factorizing a quadratic trinomial in the form of x power 2 plus ax plus b. Now, we will review the distribution, the most important property we have learned. We have two cases of the distribution. Distribute a term on an expression, and the second case, which is expression distribute expression on another expression. For example, 2x is a term and 3x plus 7 is an expression. X plus 3 is an expression and x plus 9 is another expression. How can I distribute the first case? Now, to distribute 2x on the expression 3x plus 7, we have to distribute 2x on 3x once and 2x on 7 once again. And don't forget separating between them by plus. X multiply 3x, the first, and plus the separation 2x multiply 7, the second, and finally find the result or the product of each side. 2 times 3 equals 6, x times x equal x power 2, plus 2 times 7 equal 14, and x multiply nothing equal x. How can I perform the distribution of expression on another expression? Fine. First, we have to distribute the first term on the whole expression and the second term on the whole expression also. And don't forget separating between them by plus, just like x will distribute to the whole expression, x multiply x plus 9, the whole expression, separating by plus 3, the second term, multiply or distribute it on the whole expression too. 3 multiplies the whole expression. Now, we will perform the distribution x once on x and the others and once again on 9, and separating by plus 3 distributing on x and also on 9, like x times x equal x power 2, x times 9 equal 9x, separating by plus 3 times x equal 3x, 3 times 9 equal 27, just like that. Notice what? Notice that there are two like terms. The two like terms, we have to find the result. Bring down x power 2 and bring down also 27 and find the result. Plus 9 plus 3 equal plus 12, and finally x power 2 bring down 9 plus 3 equal 12x plus bring down 27, and that's it. That's how can we distribute a term on an expression or expression on an expression. Now we will do the opposite steps or the inverse. How can I do it? The first case, term on an expression. The opposite is HCF. HCF is the abbreviation of highest common factor. That's what we have just done in the previous step. Now, how can I make the inverse? Which we have to start from the end. We will start from the end. We will start from 6x power 2 plus 14x. How can I find the first step? It's called HCF. To find the HCF, first find the HCF between the two coefficients. The two coefficients 2 and 14, the HCF is 2. And x power 2, x power 1 not written, the smallest or the least power is power 1, then the HCF is 2x. The HCF, if we take the HCF 2x, we will find 2x. 6 divided by 2 equal 3. X power 2 divided by x equal x. Plus 14 divided by 2 equal 7. X divided by x equal 1, not written. That's what is the first step. So, if we want to make the opposite of the distribution of one term to an expression, all we have to do is find the HCF between them. But what if we want to make the opposite of the distribution of the second case? That's what we will call it factorizing quadratic trinomial in the form of x power 2 plus ax plus p. This form is very important. These signs are very important. Now, that's what we have just done in the distribution. How can I begin from the end and reach to the first form? It is so easy. It is so easy. It's just one step. We will begin with x power 2 plus 12x plus 27. I colored the two signs because we will need to use these colors. Now, how can I make the inverse to find this form? Now, all we have to do is factorizing the absolute number. The absolute number is the number which has no variable. The absolute number 27 has no variable. So it's what we want to factorize. 27 is 1 multiply 27. And also it's 3 times 9. I will use just one case of them. Which case of them? Look at this sign. The sign of the absolute number is plus. Then we need to find one of these two cases, which is their sum, because it's a plus. Their sum will be the middle term. The middle term is 12x. Which one of them their sum is 12? 1 plus 27, not 12. 3 plus 9, yes, this is what their sum is 12. Therefore, we will make the parentheses like we will make the parentheses in this way. We will factorize x power 2, x and x, and the absolute number 2, 3 times 9. 3 times 9. Now, we want to determine the signs between them. If the absolute numbers sign is positive, then the two signs will be the same. The same, just like the middle term. If it's plus, then the two signs will be alike, like the middle term. Because it's a plus, then the two signs will be plus. If it's a minus, the two signs will be minus, and so on. Now the main 4 examples, 4 cases: addition and addition, addition and subtraction, subtraction and subtraction, subtraction and addition. Now we will factorize, just we said, we factorize the absolute number. 1 multiply 8, 2 times 4. Which case of them, their sum will be 6. 1 times 8, their sum is 9, not 6. 2 times 4, yes, their sum is 6. Then we will use this case. We will factorizing x power 2 to x and x, and 8 will be 2 times 4. Addition will, the two signs will be the same, just like the middle, will be plus and plus. Now 6, we will factorize 6. 1 times 6, 2 times 3. Which case of them, their sum is 5? Which case of them, their sum is 5? 1 times 6, their sum is 7. 2 times 3, yes, their sum is 5. Then it will be that form. X power 2 we will factorize x power 2, x and x, and 6 will factorize 6, 2 times 3. And because it's addition, the two signs will be the same, and like the middle term, the two signs will be minus like the middle term. Now 6, 1 times 6, we're factorizing the absolute number. 1 times 6, 2 times 3. Which case of them? Please concentrate. Which case of them? The difference between them, not the sum. Here was the sum, here was the sum, and here the difference between them will be 5. The difference between them will be 5. 2 times 3, their difference is 5, their difference is 1. 1 multiply 6, the difference is 5, yes, the difference is 5. That is my required. Then the form will be, we will factorize x to x and x. 6 will be 1 multiply 6, 1 multiply 6. Because the sign of the absolute number is negative, so the two signs will be different. The greater will take the middle term sign, the greater is 6, will take the middle term sign, and the smaller will be the otherwise, which is plus. Now 8, 1 times 8, 2 times 4. Which case of them? The difference between them will be 2. 1 times 8, 1 8. The difference between them is 6. Then it is not my required. Then 2 times 4, the difference between them is 2. That is my required. Then the form will be, x will factorize into x and x. 8 become 2 and 4. The greater of them, 4 and 2, the greater is 4, will take the sign of the middle term, which is plus. And that's how can we factorize a quadratic trinomial expression in the form of x power 2 plus ax plus b. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.